Actually, I have two questions that branch out from that. I do want to talk
Mhm.
about splitting, but I think I'll keep that second because I think that's a little more deeper. So I want to ask
Mhm.
this. So you gave this example about like cleaning the room,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I don't know if this is even possible, but a lot of narcissistic, especially men I know, have very super obsessive moms. I'm curious as to if, let's say, I'm narcissistic, and when I was a kid, my mom or my dad consistently praised me for cleaning my room. Wouldn't that become a bit of a problem if I start operating from this rewarding system?
Yes. Yes. Well, let's get into it a little bit more. Okay. So
Okay.
if you are constantly praised for cleaning your room,
Mm-hmm.
we have to think about a couple things here. And I'm just free associating to your thoughts. So please jump in again. I don't want to go too long.
No,
But
no, I love it.
one is, how much are you praised? Okay. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
the devil's in the details.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, that is amazing. You are amazing. This is the cleanest room I've ever seen. I cannot believe that you did this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pick you up and parade you around. Let me put you on my shoulders and
Uh-huh.
bring you out to all, right? That's very different. You see what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you can imagine that's a bit of a problem, right?
Mhm.
Because now you're over gratifying the kid.
Mhm.
Like, everything that they do is so magnificent. It's so wonderful. And frustration is a big part of development too, and really important. Okay, so that's one iteration. The second iteration is, if you get constant praise in that exaggerated way that I just gave, the specific way you get the praise is important too.
Mhm.
If the mother or the caregiver says to you, I am so proud of you,
Mhm.
can you see how that's different than that gleam in the eye that I mentioned earlier, which is, you should feel proud. You did a good job.
Right.
See, that's so different than, I am proud of you as a person. In other words, you pleased me,
Mhm.
right? So, you pleased me now is a problem because I know what I need to do to make my mother happy. What if I don't do this? Will she be displeased with me?
Uh-huh.
Right? Will she not love me? See,
Mhm.
that's why the specific words you use are so important, because if you say, wow, what a wonderful job, you must feel so good about yourself, you could see already now the kid is not like it's a performance. It's not a
Okay.
performance for your caregiver. It's something for you. Now, okay, now there's one other. I'm sorry. There's so much to say from your
There's so much to
comments.
say.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
One more thing. What happens when you don't clean the room perfectly,
Mhm.
right? And you clean the room the best that you can, and then
Mhm.
you present it to your caregiver, and they
Mhm.
come in and they're like, ah, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, and your desk is still dirty,
Mhm.
right? Now you've disappointed them. So you performed and it wasn't worth anything. And if
Mhm.
there's too much of that response from like an obsessive mother, right?
Mhm.
If there's too much of that, this is then what gets internalized, that nothing I do is ever good enough. So why bother
Uh-huh.
trying, right? You see, that will get internalized. I am not good enough. I am not worthy. I have no worth in my caregiver's eyes. I never do anything right. See, now that's also at the core of narcissism, isn't it? A worthless
Mhm.
sense of self. But these little nuanced ways, and just in terms of how a caregiver responds to the
Mhm.
act of cleaning a room, a simple example we gave, you could see has great meaning, right? I don't know. Can you see that? Or what are you thinking as I say this? Does this make sense at all? Or do I
This
seem a
makes
little crazy?
no, 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 no. I love that you're deep diving into this.